Hey everybody, good to see you. We got a short little video for you, and today we are not in the apiary. Nope. Instead, we are about halfway down the property on the south side. If you recall, this area right in here is where we caught that first swarm, the carniolum bees. Check out the link here at the top or in the description for that video. But today we are going to be right here, right behind this pine tree, and we are going to install our swarm trap. So this is a really simple design I learned about while I was at the bee school in February. This is a 2x4, 8 foot tall, and I have screwed 2 nuke boxes together and then screwed that to the 2x4, ratcheted against a tree, and made a bottom board out of plywood on the bottom. Got the same thing on top of it as well. The entrance to this is over here facing east-ish, kind of, and that's the only entrance here. It's about a 3/4 of an inch diameter opening, and excuse me, in the top nuke box we have 5 frames. One frame has old comb in it, all drawn out, nothing in it, and the bottom box is empty. We want to make sure the bees feel like this is going to be enough room for them to move into and expand. Now here's where it gets really simple and pretty awesome, which is why I want to try this one. Let's say we have a swarm of bees that moves in, and the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the straps, loosen them, and lower the box down to about my height, which is pretty low to the ground, honestly. And then we'll just pull the top box off because it's not screwed in place, it's just wedged in place. And then the bees will be on that comb in the top box, and we'll set that box on a bottom board. Then we'll replace the top box with another empty nuke with 5 drawn out frames in the top. A little bit of lemongrass oil is in there now, and we'll add a little bit more later on as well. And we start the whole process over again, trying to find a swarm that moves in. And that pretty much, folks, is how we're going to try to catch a swarm this year. I'm out here mowing, and I think we just had a swarm. I'm not sure, but there are tons of bees in the air. I don't know if you can see this or not. They are all over the place. Wow. I can't even tell if they're coming from a particular box or not. There are just thousands of bees in the air right now. Let's see if we can see if they're going somewhere in particular. This could also be drone mating flight. I don't know. Wow. I bet you this is a swarm. All right, let's see if we can find out where they're laying down. So they've moved over here towards the tree line. Not seeing a specific clump. However, they seem to be thickest right here in front of me. A lot of them heading back and forth, but they are definitely congregating over in this area. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to catch them with. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to catch them. The swarm trap I put up, I believe, has bees in it at this point, and all the boxes I have are full. So, I don't have anything. They're just gonna have to be gone, I guess. No pun intended. They're definitely a lot smaller of a swarm now. So they're definitely going somewhere, but I can't see them going anywhere else other than right here in front of me. So there's a good chance they're over here in the trees. Wow. It is so wild to stand in the bees like this. I'm not even sure if you can even see the amount of activity going on. All right, I'm gonna see if I can go find where they're laying down, and if I find them, I'll get back to you. Okay, I haven't found them yet, but it's definitely cleared out, ground level. But if I go up, there's a bunch of bees right there, right at the top of the tree line. So my guess is that, oh, I think I found it. Okay. Yeah, there's a branch up there. Let's see if I can zoom in. There's a branch up there where they're collecting. That is so cool. Yep, swarm of bees. There it is. Birth of a colony, folks. Wow, one of my hives just swarmed, and they're not very far away at all. Maybe 35, 40 yards, 50 yards at the most. Awesome. And I'm wondering if it was the tiny Italians that swarmed. I mean, the tin frames have normal activity. The carniolans have normal activity, but there's just a ton of bees out front of the tiny Italian hive. So maybe they're the ones that swarmed. I don't know, we'll have to get inside the hive and see how many bees are there and look at the brood minders to see if there's any temperature events going on with the temperature. All right, so good news. I've actually got a couple of new boxes at home, and I've got, I think, just enough deep frames to put in that box. It's a small swarm, so even if I only got 4 frames, not a problem. None of them are drawn on, so they might not stay in the box, but hey, let's see if we can do it. I've got one of my friends coming over. He's got a pole that can get up to about 25 feet. We're gonna see if that will work. And maybe we'll be able to catch one of my swarms. That'd be awesome. Okay, I'm back. Got some equipment, and I got a friend meet me here. We're going to get a bucket on a pole and get these bees out of the tree. And it looks like they've set it on pretty good. There's a decent sized cluster in the tree. I'd like to introduce my friend to you. This is Jerry Toshlog, also known as the Bald Bee Man.
Hey.
Thanks for coming out to help me.
No problem.
All right, so we're gonna
have some fun here today.
Right? Hopefully we'll get them into that box here in a little bit.
Man, that sun's right behind the swarm.
There you go.
I'll follow her there.
Looks like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yay!
Boy, that was
almost lost it into the woods.
shorten this down a little. I did bend it on the end a little bit, I think.
They're marching in. That's so cool.
Yeah, I probably should have put it.
Ready?
Well, some of them still go back up there.
Yep, they'll do that several times until the queen settles, right?
Yeah, so what we're going to do now, I'm going to roll this up. I'm done with the bucket.
Okay.
This is probably the tallest swan I've ever done.
Awesome. Glad to be part of a historic moment.
Yeah.
There's a little bit back up there.
Yeah.
Not too many. It's probably like 22, 23 feet up? Maybe 30?
I thought this was only 25 extended. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you look like you're just over 5 foot, right?
Well, yeah, I'm 5'10". You're right there. That's right. I forgot about but this not all the way extended. This is only one extension. This may be taller than I thought.
Just set it up.
Yeah.
Good cluster in there.
Yeah. You doing a video?
Yep.
Here, let me have your phone.
All right.
This is really cool.
Okay, so it's been about an hour or so since we got the bees out of the tree and into the box. So now we're going to take this box and we're going to move it over to the apiary. So May 13th, I'm out here mowing the property and I'm getting close to the apiary and I'm looking at that box from the swarm we caught yesterday. Like, I don't see any activity. So I open it up, all the bees are gone. Yeah, not a bee on any frame. There's a couple of dead bees in there, but yeah, nothing on the comb. So, kind of out and about, and I happen to look over like, oh, look, a branch on the, that's not just a branch. Look at the size of this swarm, folks. Holy cow. They are heavy, weighing that whole branch down. So, see that tarp? That's the tree we caught them in yesterday. And here's a same swarm, different swarm. I have no idea. But good news is we've got this box. So we're gonna go over and set the box under them and hopefully collect those bees here in just a minute. Let's get set up. All right, so I called my friend. He said put the tarp under them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get the tarp under them. But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put this box real close to the branch, pick the branch up from the backside, and then we'll shake them down to this box kind of like we did a year ago. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Got a bunch of them in the box. Shake the limb again. There's the front entrance. They're not really going in, they're just all hanging out on the outside of the box. But look inside there. There's a lot of bees. Okay, it's been about an hour and a half. And that's where we are so far. Wow, it's a good chunk of bees. Holy cow, they're still clustered around this side too. Wow, okay. So I don't think they're gonna fit into a nuke very easy. Wow, just look at that. That's impressive. So you might be asking, why is there a screen on the front of that already stapled down? That's for when we're gonna transport this on Tuesday. We're gonna seal them up Tuesday night after all the bees have come in, and then they're going to get transported that evening to the Bee Lively farm. So that's why that is on there now. It is not all the way taped down. They're stapled down. It's actually got an opening in the front where they can get down in and out of it, no problems. And we'll leave the leave that up until we're ready to move them Tuesday night. We'll just staple it down all the way across the front, and Bob's your uncle. We're ready to move some bees. We're gonna shake those off. Okay, so I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. There's a good chance the queen was on the frame with the drawn comb, and that's moved over. And then I just set this nuke on top, so we should see them start marching in. Now look here, see on the lid, or the bottom board there, how they're all walking towards the entrance? That's called the march. All right, so they're marching in because they know that's where their other bees are. Okay, yes, I don't have the upper entrance because I want them to go down there only. And when we go to move this, I don't want this to be a oops, we forgot kind of moment. So that's why I'm closing off that upper entrance. Yeah! So today is May 24th. And I got a call from my neighbor saying, hey, we got a bunch of bees out here. I don't know if they're yours or not, but we got a swarm of bees on a sign in front of our house. Do you want to come get them? Oh yeah. There they are. That's about a 18-inch tall sign, road sign. Yeah, all around it. Not a massive swarm, but swarm nonetheless. So I brought over the swarm trap. Since it didn't have any bees in it at all, let's see if we can just put these bees in the swarm trap. So as we go, we're gonna try to find the queen. Maybe. I've got the vacuum with an extension cord so we can run it all the way up from the house up to here if we need. But I might just try, opening it up and putting the box right next to it and seeing if we can just coax the bees to walk in. Let's give it a try. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up against the bees. Let them start walking onto that. And then we'll just start kind of looking for the queen. I got my handy dandy queen catcher, queen clip. I wonder. Oh, there we go. Well, that was easy. I don't know about you, but this looks like a decent, normal hive activity. Bees coming and going, in and out of the hole. And we're gonna leave them stay here until about dusk or so. And then we'll come and seal up that entrance after most of the foragers are back. And then, as a stroke of coincidence, Bee Lively's coming by today to pick up some bees, so he'll get this entire package to go with him. Really cool timing.